Breaking news, or should we say, another day, another meltdown in the world of reality TV gone completely off the rails. This time it's Mendeecees, and he's not whispering. He's shouting from the rooftops that Erica Mena is trying to ruin him. Yes, ruin. Not shade, not petty drama, total destruction. And at the center of this chaos, a DNA test that's got more twists than a daytime soap. According to Mendeecees, this isn't just about a baby. It's about reputation, revenge, and a woman who allegedly wants to watch it all burn. But is Erica really the mastermind behind a calculated paternity scandal? Or is Mendeecees deflecting with just enough drama to shift the narrative in his favor? The accusations are wild. The reactions are even wilder. And somewhere in the middle of this tangled mess is a test result that either confirms the truth or exposes a lie no one saw coming. Today, we peel back the curtain on a scandal so explosive, even the cameras had to stop rolling. This isn't just drama. This is war. And we have the inside story that neither Mendeecees nor Erica wants you to hear. Let's get into it. It always starts with a whisper. One little rumor floating through the industry, bouncing from blog to blog, until it explodes into the kind of chaos only a DNA test can deliver. And this time, the center of the storm is none other than Mendeecees, who's gone from preaching loyalty and legacy to now allegedly begging for privacy as Erica Mena flips the whole narrative on its head. You might want to sit down for this, because what started as a subtle jab has morphed into a full-blown campaign. And Mendeecees swears Erica's goal is simple: ruin him piece by piece. That's right. According to people close to the situation, Erica has allegedly been orchestrating a scorched earth plan ever since whispers began that the baby she claimed was hers might have a little more Mendeecees in him than anyone was ready to admit. Of course, Mendeecees, who's been clinging to his image of redemption and faithful family man like it's the last lifeboat on the Titanic, isn't going down without a fight. Sources close to the camp claim he was blindsided when Erica dropped the DNA card like a nuke, and now he's fighting for his reputation, his marriage, and, depending on how this plays out, maybe even his wallet. Because if this DNA test says what Erica says it says, then buckle up, because everything changes. Now, let's rewind for a second, because this ain't the first time Erica's name has been tangled up in a headline soaked in drama. We all remember her last social media meltdown, where she dragged her exes, her castmates, and her own storyline through the mud like she was auditioning for a new season of Bad Girls Club. But this is a different beast entirely. This isn't just petty tweets or rage-fueled Instagram lives. This is cold, calculated, weaponized scandal. And the timing? Oh, the timing is suspiciously perfect. Right when Mendeecees and Yandy were starting to rebuild their brand and present that squeaky clean image of growth, maturity, and black love, boom. Here comes Erica with a test, a baby, and a vengeance. Now insiders are whispering that Erica's been sitting on this information for months, waiting for just the right moment to strike. And strike she did. Allegedly, she didn't even confront Mendeecees privately. No. That would be too civilized. According to multiple anonymous sources, Erica handed over the results through a third party, not in person, not via phone call, but through a mysterious envelope dropped off like a reality TV subpoena. Mendeecees reportedly opened it thinking it was just more paperwork from some charity event or business deal. Instead, he found a document that could burn down his whole life. And here's where things get even messier. Because while Mendeecees has remained suspiciously silent on camera, off camera the man is said to be spiraling. Think denial, desperation, even talk of legal retaliation. Allegedly, he's already met with lawyers to discuss defamation suits, confidentiality agreements, and even emergency injunctions to keep this thing from going public. But it's too late. The streets are already talking. Bloggers are eating it up like Thanksgiving dinner. Fans are reposting theories like their lives depend on it. And even some of Mendeecees' closest friends are said to be distancing themselves, quietly, while watching the fallout from a safe distance. And let's not forget the money trail. Because while Erica claims this is about truth and accountability, multiple insiders are hinting that this entire stunt may be about one thing: control. Allegedly, she's been demanding financial support for the baby in question, and sources say she threatened to leak the DNA results unless certain, let's call them, financial arrangements were made. Now, whether that's true or not, it's hard to ignore the timing. Right when Erica was said to be facing mounting bills from her latest cosmetic procedures and legal drama with other exes, here she comes with a scandal guaranteed to go viral, and possibly come with a child support check attached. Meanwhile, Yandy, poor Yandy, has reportedly been blindsided by all of this. Insiders claim she found out not from her husband, not from Erica, but from the internet. Yes, apparently Yandy learned her whole world might be imploding the same way the rest of us did, from a gossip blog. And word on the street is she's not taking it well. Allegedly, she's been crying behind the scenes, canceling appearances, and even questioning whether her marriage can survive another betrayal. After everything she stood by him through, prison, public scrutiny, family, drama, now she's facing the possibility that the man she rebuilt her life around might have been lying to her the whole time. And what's worse? If Erica's baby really is Mendeecees, that means he stepped out on her while they were supposedly working on their relationship. That's not just betrayal, that's sabotage. Fans have already taken sides, with some praising Erica for exposing the truth, while others call her a clout-chasing opportunist who's using a child to stay relevant. Social media is on fire with memes, threads, and theories. People are digging through old interviews, analyzing photos, and even pulling up astrology charts trying to prove whether Mendeecees is the father. It's a circus, and no one is walking away clean. And if you think it ends there, think again. Because apparently there's more, much more. Insiders say that the DNA test Erica dropped isn't even the original. That's right, there are allegedly multiple versions floating around, some with conflicting results. One source close to the situation claims Mendeecees was actually tested twice, once secretly, once under legal supervision. And the two tests didn't match. Now there's speculation about tampering, forged documents, and whether someone might be faking results just to trigger a scandal. The plot, as they say, is thicker than Erica's veneers. And just when you think it couldn't get any more unhinged, rumors are bubbling that Erica recorded conversations with Mendeecees, conversations that could allegedly prove he knew about the baby all along. If those tapes exist, and if they ever leak, it's game over for Mendeecees' Mr. Changed Man brand. But of course, nobody's confirming anything on record. Everyone's denying, investigating, or declining to comment. Which, let's be real, only makes it more suspicious. Because if this were all a lie, wouldn't it be easy to shut down? Now, as we teeter on the edge of what could be one of the most damaging revelations in reality TV scandal history, the question everyone's asking is simple. Why now? Why is Erica doing this? Why is Mendeecees so quiet? And how deep does this go? Because from the way insiders are talking, this isn't just some messy love triangle gone wrong. This is strategy. This is a media war. And at the center of it all is a little envelope with a DNA result that might just destroy everything Mendeecees spent the last decade trying to build. But if you think the drama stops there, oh, you're in for a rude awakening. That's where the storm really hits. And trust, this hurricane is Category 10 messy. Just when you thought Erica had dropped the biggest bombshell of the year, here comes the aftershock. A leaked voice note, allegedly between Erica and one of her closest friends, where she flat out says, "I told him I wasn't gonna keep quiet. If you want to pretend like that baby don't exist, fine. But the world's gonna know." Yes, you heard that right. If the voice is authentic, and several insiders are swearing up and down that it is, then Erica didn't just stumble into the scandal. She planned it. She mapped it out like a military operation. From the timing of the test to the way the story leaked to specific blogs known for dragging Mendeecees in the past, this wasn't emotional, it was execution. And suddenly, the idea that Mendeecees is some innocent victim caught in a media ambush? Looking a little shaky. Especially when we factor in the whispers that he may have been warned months ago. Not just about the baby, but about the test, the receipts, and even the timeline. That's right. Multiple sources are now saying this might not be the first time Mendeecees heard Erica claim the child was his. Allegedly, she told him early on, but he dismissed it, waved it off, chalked it up to drama. Now he's gagged, because she came back with paperwork and a plan. And while Mendeecees is scrambling behind the scenes trying to block outlets from running the leaked audio, reportedly calling in favors from old VH1 producers and hiring a crisis PR team with ties to other love and hip-hop cleanups, Erica is moving like a chess master. Her social media? Silent. No posts, no rants, just pure, eerie silence. The kind that feels less like retreat and more like loading the next missile. Meanwhile, Yandy is said to be refusing to film, refusing to talk, and possibly even consulting divorce attorneys. That's right. Rumors are swirling that this might finally be the straw that breaks the ride-or-die backbone Yandy's built her brand on. And the damage? It's not just emotional. We're talking brand deals, speaking, engagements, reality show renewals. Because when your entire career is about image, about the picture-perfect family, about resilience, about redemption, the last thing you want is for the internet to label your husband the next Maury meme. But wait, it gets worse. Because, according to a new leak that dropped just hours ago, there's now an email thread allegedly between Erica's legal team and Mendeecees representatives. And in that email, a demand for paternity acknowledgement, backdated child support, and, get this, a public apology. Yes, you read that right. Erica allegedly wants Mendeecees to stand in front of the cameras and own up to it. Admit it. Apologize for denying it, for hiding, for lying, for gaslighting her, the baby, and the entire fan base. It's not just about money anymore. It's about revenge, reputation, and that sweet, sweet public humiliation. And Mendeecees? He's allegedly refusing, flat out. Sources say he's furious that Erica went public, furious that he's being painted as the villain, and furious that people are now pulling up his past, his criminal history, his cheating allegations, his rocky redemption arc, and treating it like it's all connected. And let's be honest, the court of public opinion? Ruthless. Fans are resurfacing clips from old episodes, highlighting moments where he gave Yandy the bare minimum, while simultaneously sliding into DMs, allegedly, with women who now claim they too were involved with Mendeecees during his so-called rebuild phase. Yup, you know how it goes. One scandal opens the floodgates, and now women are crawling out of the digital woodwork with stories, screenshots, receipts. Some real, some questionable, all damning. Meanwhile, Erica's image? Getting a subtle rehab in real time. Because, as much as the internet loves to hate her, they also love a woman-scorned storyline, especially one with receipts, a baby, and a slow clap revenge arc. Even bloggers who normally wouldn't touch an Erica Mena story with a 10-foot pole are now circling the mess like vultures. Because whether you love her or hate her, this is viral gold. And Erica? She knows it. Now here's where things get downright unhinged. Because according to multiple insiders, there's an unedited clip from the reality show reunion, one that didn't make the final cut, where a cast member allegedly hinted at a secret baby and a surprise DNA situation involving someone real close to the center of the show. At the time, it was brushed off, edited out, treated like a throwaway moment. But now people are dissecting that footage like it's the Zapruder film. Slow motion, subtitles, background reactions, trying to figure out who knew what and when. And if the rumors are true, the producers knew. The cast knew. And everyone was just waiting for it to explode. Which brings us to the real question. Was this ever just about family drama, or was it always about ratings? Because let's not forget, Erica and Mendeecees were allegedly spotted filming in the same city just weeks before this story broke. Coincidence? Or was this a coordinated rollout disguised as a scandal? Some insiders are whispering that the network might have even encouraged it. Because nothing boosts viewership like baby daddy drama, especially when the stakes are this high. And if that's true, if this was orchestrated on any level by the network, then everyone's complicit, from producers to castmates to the people who held the boom mic during the reunion taping. And speaking of reunions, guess who allegedly stormed off set when the topic came up? Yandy. According to one anonymous crew member, Yandy broke down the moment Erica brought up a secret child and refused to film another second unless it was edited out. And for once, producers actually agreed. But now that it's public, all bets are off. Every piece of unaired footage is now fair game, and rumors are already flying that some blogs have gotten access to rough cuts. That means leaked clips, blurred faces, muffled arguments, all of it could hit the timeline at any moment. And once that happens, Mendeecees is done. Because if there's one thing the internet loves more than a scandal, it's receipts. Especially receipts that come with raw footage and dramatic walk-offs. But wait, there's more. Because now Erica's camp is allegedly prepping a full interview, a sit-down, a tell-all. With a major media outlet, according to her stylist's cousin's ex-boyfriend, who also allegedly works security at the building where the interview was filmed. And in that interview, Erica is supposedly going to drop even more details, including screenshots, timelines, and possibly even photos of Mendeecees with the baby. That's right, if this interview is real, and if those photos are legit, then this isn't just public embarrassment, it's career suicide. And as we head into part 3, let's be clear, the damage is no longer just emotional, it's professional, it's financial, and it might be criminal. Because some insiders are starting to ask the real question, did anyone break the law in this mess? From document leaks to possible forgery to secret recordings, we're entering dangerous territory. The kind where NDAs get shredded, lawyers start charging double, and someone always ends up subpoenaed. If you thought the first 2 parts were explosive, just wait. And now we've reached the part where things aren't just messy, they're downright dangerous. Because this drama has officially crossed the line from tabloid scandal into legal warfare. And baby, the gloves are off. You think Erica was done after the DNA bombshell and the threat of a public apology? Think again. According to fresh leaks, from someone allegedly inside her legal circle, Erica is now preparing to file an official paternity lawsuit against Mendeecees. That's right. Court documents are supposedly being drawn up as we speak, with allegations of defamation, emotional distress, and, get this, financial abandonment. She claims he ghosted her once he found out she was keeping the baby and has contributed $0, 0 diapers, 0 decency since day one. And if that wasn't wild enough, another leak from someone who claims to have seen the papers says Erica is also naming Yandy as a co-conspirator in public defamation. Yes, you heard that correctly. Yandy Harris-Smith might just be getting dragged into this courtroom circus, not just as a witness, but as an actual party to the suit. The accusations? That she helped Mendeecees cover up the paternity by using her social media to paint Erica as unstable, a liar, and seeking clout. Allegedly. But this isn't just petty ex energy anymore. This is a full-blown legal war zone. Meanwhile, Mendeecees' team is in DEFCON 1 panic mode. His reps have allegedly been calling in favors from former VH1 execs, trying to keep any additional footage under wraps. But it's too late. The toothpaste is out of the tube, the receipts are printed, and the streets are hungry. And let's not forget the cherry on top. Another anonymous tip just hit the blogs claiming that Mendeecees might have offered Erica hush money months ago. Yes, apparently there was an alleged Venmo transfer labeled wellness support, and a series of DMs that mysteriously disappeared. Erica, of course, hasn't confirmed anything. She's still playing it quiet, letting the chaos unfold like a reality show finale on autopilot. But her silence is louder than any clapback. And the fans? They are eating this up. Twitter threads, TikTok conspiracies, IG lives with bloggers zooming in on blurry screenshots. It's a content goldmine, and everyone wants a slice. Some are even calling this the biggest love and hip-hop betrayal since Joseline's Puerto Rican princess meltdown. And honestly, they're not wrong. This isn't just about a baby. This is about legacy, image, power, and reputation. Because here's the twist no one saw coming. Brands are starting to pull out. That's right. Mendeecees allegedly just lost a fitness endorsement deal, while Yandy's clean beauty line has gone mysteriously silent online. No new posts, no new promo. Insiders are whispering that multiple retailers are reevaluating partnerships in light of the ongoing controversy. And Erica? She's getting offers. That's the part that's really twisting the knife. One podcast allegedly offered her $50K for an exclusive. A messy talk show wants her for a full hour. Even a reality spin-off pitch has been floating around. A working title, get this, Erica Unfiltered, Baby, Lies, and Betrayals. Yes, they're really trying to turn this into a show, and the network, staying quiet. But silence, in this business, speaks volumes. No denials, no statements. Just quiet meetings behind closed doors where producers allegedly argue about how much footage they can use without getting sued. And all the while, the internet keeps dragging every name involved through the mud, demanding justice, truth, and more tea. More tea. But it's not just the public that wants blood. Apparently, Mendeecees' own family is divided. One cousin, allegedly, took to Facebook Live to call out Erica for ruining a man's life for clout, while another relative reportedly DM'd a gossip page with messages suggesting Mendeecees has been hiding this truth since the baby shower. The family feud is spilling over onto social media, with distant cousins now subtweeting each other and airing out dirty laundry from cookouts and Christmases past. It's chaos, it's carnage, it's content, and let's be real, every second of it is being screen recorded, reposted, and dissected by fans like a Netflix true crime doc. But while the internet watches the circus, Mendeecees is allegedly lawyering up hard. He's retained a high-profile attorney known for getting celebs out of paternity trouble, and word is, he's preparing a countersuit. That's right, he might be suing Erica for defamation, character assassination, and allegedly violating a non-disclosure agreement. Yep, because apparently, there was an NDA floating around back when they were friends, and now his team wants to weaponize it like a grenade. But here's the kicker. If this goes to court, real court, not just social media court, then everything could come out. Text messages, phone records, DNA test dates, timeline inconsistencies. And worst of all for Mendeecees, the receipts on whether or not he knew about the baby before Erica went public. Because if a judge finds out that he was aware and still went on camera denying it, still let Yandy get dragged, still allowed the internet to shame Erica for months, that could swing sympathy and maybe even custody her way. And don't forget, this isn't just about who's the daddy. It's about support, medical bills, public slander, and the potential impact on Erica's child. The stakes could not be higher. And if producers and brands start getting subpoenaed, if leaked clips and behind-the-scenes footage start becoming courtroom evidence, then every cast member, every camera operator, every showrunner with an iPhone full of drama is suddenly part of the case. This isn't just a scandal anymore. It's a ticking legal time bomb. And at the center of it all, a baby. An innocent child now caught in a storm of adult lies, camera angles, and legal threats. The very real possibility that this child will grow up Googling their own DNA test scandal, watching their parents trade insults on blogs, hearing fans scream in comment sections about who was lying and who was cheating. This is the tragedy of it all. That for clout, for control, for money and pride, adults let a child become a storyline. But of course, in the world of love and hip-hop, storylines are currency. And this one is gold-plated chaos. And what about Yandy? Well, sources say she's staying low, allegedly meeting privately with divorce attorneys and possibly plotting her own exit. She's done this before, stayed silent during Mendeecees' worst scandals, stood by him through legal drama, cheating rumors, and emotional fallout. But this time, it's different. Because this isn't just about a mistake. This is about a betrayal that made her a national meme. And let's be honest, Yandy has too many businesses, too many brands, too much image to let this drag her down any further. And if she does walk away, you best believe she'll turn the breakup into a docuseries faster than you can say exclusive rights. So now we wait. Will Erica really sue? Will Mendeecees countersue? Will Yandy leave? Will the network drop more footage? Or will this whole situation implode under the weight of its own mess? Either way, one thing is clear. The drama is far from over. The courtrooms are warming up, the blogs are reloading, and the fans, they're just getting started. Because this isn't just a scandal, it's a saga. And you better believe we'll be here for every plot twist, every betrayal, every leak, every legal blow. This is reality TV turned real life turned courtroom showdown, and we're all unwilling witnesses to the biggest DNA debacle the internet has seen in years. So buckle up, because if you thought this was the end, oh no, this is just the opening act to a season of scandal the streets will never forget. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, any wilder, or any more unbelievable, boom, we hit you with a plot twist that makes even daytime soap operas look like a documentary. The DNA test drama, the emotional meltdowns, the calculated interviews, the suspicious silence from Yandy, the crocodile tears from Erica, and Mendeecees out here acting like he's the victim in a story he helped write. We've seen reality shows, but this saga? This is a full-blown reality catastrophe with no commercial breaks. And if you think it ends here, baby, you haven't been paying attention. Secrets are still leaking, screenshots are still circulating, phones are still being tapped, allegedly. And that PR team? They're sweating harder than Erica at a lie detector test. So now it's your turn. What do you believe? Is Mendeecees really the misunderstood father figure just trying to protect his peace? Is Erica masterminding a media hit job to get revenge and a few more checks? Or is Yandy pulling strings behind the scenes like a VH1 puppet master with a glittery vendetta? Don't just scroll past. Drop your hot take in the comments. Do it now before the next bombshell drops. Because in this scandal circus, the audience is just as savage as the cast. And trust me, this story is far from over. Subscribe, stay locked in, and keep your notifications on. Because the truth? Oh, it's messy, it's raw, and it's coming faster than a cease and desist letter from Mona Scott.